think that that's what this fight was about. I think it was about popularity. I think it was about money. I don't think it was actually about any type of sport or skill. And the fact that people that turned out, or not so much turned out, but tuned in the record numbers that they did.
Oh, they kind of got screwed too.
I think that it says a lot about our culture right now, and not in a good way.
Well, to say that there was no real skill in it, that's.
I didn't say there was no skill in it. I said I don't think it was about a sport or a skill. It was just a publicity and money stunt.
Well, sure. I mean, look, all sports are about money and publicity. All of them are. Any contest you want to talk about. When you've got
the
NFL that makes billions of dollars a year.
Yeah, I'm not a football fan.
Yeah. Well, all sport, I mean, all your major sports, NFL, basketball, baseball, they all make loads of money.
That's true.
These people aren't doing it because it's fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're doing it because somebody says, here's a whole shit ton of money.
Right.
Some of them love the game, yeah, but they also love the paycheck that comes with the game.
Yeah. Would they still be playing if they made $8 an hour?
Right. I mean, you look at the baseball greats of the, pre-'80s, before the 80s, man.
Right.
Those guys had regular jobs.
Yeah.
During the off season, they worked at the hardware stores, and they worked in the grocery departments. They had their own little businesses, this, that, and the other.
Right.
But boxing has always been like a big hype kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because when you think about it, it's a hand-to-hand, mano-a-mano kind of thing, and there's a lot of trash talking. Who's the best? One of the best boxers of all time, Muhammad Ali.
He's the first person that comes into mind when I think boxing.
Right, big time. He was a big time trash talker.
Yeah.
That was his deal. It was part of his game, though, was to try and psych you out, get into your head, get in between your ears. And I remember watching the footage of the Thrill in Manila when he fought George Foreman. Yeah. And this is when George Foreman was not the nice guy that he is
that
now.
He is now, selling grills.
Right, yeah. This is, George Foreman was, he used to be a real,
yeah, bulldog.
Yes. Impossible to knock down, almost impossible to knock out.
Yeah.
This guy was swinging tree trunks at you.
Yeah.
When he hits you, it hurts. But there was a time where Muhammad Ali, when they fought in Manila, Muhammad Ali looks over, I think it was after the 7th or 8th round, and he looks over at George Foreman and just says, "Is that all you got?"
Oh, is that where that come from?
Yeah.
I've heard that a lot.
And then George Foreman just said, "Yeah," and Muhammad Ali knocked him out.
Yeah.
Owned him after that. So, yeah. But
psyched him out.
Got in his head. So I didn't have a problem so much with the fact that McGregor and Mayweather were,
duking it out, running
verbal,
their mouths.
The verbal side, whatever. I knew that. Anybody who knows anything about boxing and MMA knew that McGregor didn't stand a chance against Mayweather. Mayweather is one of the best fighters, pound for pound. Period.
I don't really follow sports.
Right. Yeah, I
other
get
than
it.
baseball.
Yeah,
That's my thing.
See, boxing was always a big deal. Like Friday night fights in the house, my father and all that stuff. We used to watch Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson and all the,
I like
the big
the
names.
atmosphere,
Yeah.
But I've never, like I said, never really followed it. I think some people are of the opinion that they're like kind of the thugs of their sport.
I don't like the use of that word thug.
Yeah.
Right now.
But
yeah, they're definitely the two biggest people that everybody love to hate.
Yeah.
McGregor isn't.
They say he's a. I can't remember the term someone used, but I guess he just always run his mouth.
Both of them. Yeah, sure. The trash talkers.
Yeah. And I guess Mayweather's been convicted of assault and battery or something.
Yeah, go figure. A guy who makes his living beating people up got arrested.
Beat up his wife.
Yeah, beating up his wife. Yeah. Yeah, these people aren't nice guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they get used to. They get paid to use their hands to cause violence on other people.
I get that's how they handle their issues.
Yeah, I get it.
But people were talking about this fight. All these people talking about, well, McGregor's going to whoop his ass. Get the fuck out of here! You don't know shit about boxing. If this were in UFC,
right,
McGregor would have fucking eaten Mayweather's lunch.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
It wasn't. There was no hammer fisting allowed, no fucking grapples, no legs, nothing. It was a straight boxing match, and Mayweather knows how to fucking box. He is a true boxer.
I wonder why McGregor even took that fight.
$300 million.
I think like 130 is what someone said.
Whatever. 100. That's more money he's ever made in the UFC. I think more money he's made in UFC in his UFC career.
Money fight, people are calling it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about it the other day. If somebody came up to me and said, "Here's your $130 million for me to beat you up all day long,"
this person who wrote this article, Mark Harris, don't know who he is, but he claims that McGregor is a preening race baiter.
Sure.
So
look, here's the thing. You know, when you're boxing, when you're fighting somebody,
yeah,
you are going to say anything and everything to get under their skin. Some people it works brilliantly on when you piss them off and they get off their game and they think, well, I have to knock you out. I'm going to, whatever.
Get pissed.
Some people, like Tyson, you didn't want to piss him off.
Yeah.
You pissed Tyson off. He wasn't going to stop when the bell rung.
Eat your ear.
Fuck, he'll bite your ear off. Spit that shit out. I mean, some people that really works on, some people just was not a good idea to get in between their ears.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous place. But these two guys, that's part of their game. You know, all these people talking about, it was a fix. I said, well, no goddamn fix. Mayweather knows how to play his opponent.
Yeah.
Period.
It was in his ring.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
That's his game. He knew what he was doing. Nothing against McGregor being a good fighter. Yeah. It's just he's not used to the rules.
Right.
You know, it's different. Yeah. He
had to know he had a disadvantage.
Absolutely. McGregor knew he was outclassed and outmatched. He had to have known. He was talking about...
He got paid.
Yeah, he got his millions of dollars. So here's a question. Who won?
Both of them.
Yes.
They both took home a paycheck.
Exactly.
It's not like the old boxing days, like that, movie with Russell Crowe, where you only get paid if you win, and if not, then you're eating dog food or whatever. Right. I mean, they won.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. They did. A lot of money. Both of them did.
Not us.
Yeah.
Who paid to watch them.
I didn't. I wasn't going to pay the $80 bazillion or whatever the fuck it was to watch that fight.
No thanks.
That got delayed because they were having problems, issues with the pay-per-view. Showtime pay-per-view something was going on. It was messing up, and
I know a lot of people streamed it on Facebook Live.
Oh yeah, well, there's a class action lawsuit against Showtime right now not because of the live streaming, but because the pay-per-view was messing up. People were paying their money, and they didn't get to see the fight.
Well, that's an easy fix. Give them their money back.
Yeah, well, a lot of these places were like, I mean, it was bars and that lost out on because people just took off and they went somewhere else. That's all right. You spiked that mic. Do it again. Yeah, there it is. There's the shimmy. Why you no shimmy, Jimmy? But yeah, okay. Enough of that Mayweather McGregor bullshit. So I found a couple of interesting news stories.
Hit me.
So everybody knows how guarded like the Star Wars franchise has been about the upcoming film.
Yes.
Leaks, teeny tiny just a little bit of teaser information and whatnot.
We get like one trailer for a year.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And it shows nothing. It shows us nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Luke Skywalker. Okay.
Duh.
Hey, there's Rey. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's John Boyega. Yeah, okay. Yeah, got it. Anyway, so apparently there were some like collectible cards that gave away the entire plot of the film.
Oh no! What the fuck?
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna read them on air. But it's like all the cards in series were like if you were to look at a script and see scenes, like the names of the scenes.
How did this happen?
That's what I'm saying. They're so tight-lipped and like a lock and key, and you got to sign a non-disclosure and blah blah blah.
That's why it surprises me.
Right.
What the hell?
Yeah,
dude.
Kind of fuck. And then you got these idiots on the fucking, some jackass on social media says, "Check it out, I know the plot." I get it. You media fuckers need to shut the fuck up.
Seriously.
I'm a pecker slap all of yous.
Mm.
Or But yeah.
Oh, that's
spoiled. I mean, now when I'm
man.
going back and looking at these things, there's any number of things that this could mean. That these things could mean.
Right.
But it's not too terribly difficult. Yeah. So yeah.
Well,
unfortunately, I didn't read them all. I didn't read them all.
Do you ever wonder, like, who fell asleep on the job?
Yeah.
It's like, I won't name the company that I work for, but the company that I work for
yeah.
has, we have what's called these emergency contact cards that we are required to have on our person at all times. Maybe not on our person, but either on our person or in our wallet.
Right.
Or now they've said it's acceptable for us to take a picture of it and have it on our smartphone. But it just, it contains information that, say, for instance, the people in Houston, they needed that number to call to see if their places of employment were even open.
Right.
In the event of a natural disaster.
Sure.
Or if there's, like if I go to open in the morning and the front door is wide open, obviously I'm not going to walk in. It contains those numbers I would need to call.
Right.
They decided to update these emergency contact cards. So like about a month ago, they told us, go ahead and destroy all the cards that you have. Here's the new cards. Go ahead and print them from our intranet. We'll be sending you a supply of new cards within the next coming weeks. And then they were late getting them to us.
Of course.
And then when we received them, they said, all right, throw away the ones you printed from your intranet. Here's your new cards.
Uh-huh.
And then 3 days later, they said, oh, those cards have a typo. Throw those away and go back into Connect and print them again. And then they're also going to send us cards again. Like, how much fucking money are you wasting that you can't give me more than a 1% raise, but you can spend all this money and time on these cards? And how the fuck does that happen? Like, who did not do their job?
Yeah.
How hard is it to proofread a fucking business card? That's your job.
You had one job to do.
You had one job.
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah, I know. Things like that irritate me. Here I am being an educated man in English.
Yeah.
Knowing how to proofread and edit and whatnot. Yeah.
But, I mean, don't get me started.
Yeah.
In our weekly communications, so
it's bad.
Passively written and so many typos and just
bad.
Run-on sentences.
Fortune 500 companies were hiring people like me to go in there and teach people how to write an email.
Yes. Well, so many be verbs and being and doing and you will be and you... Oh, God.
Yeah.
I just want to slap the girl who writes those.
Yeah.
And I'm at least once a month, I click, because there's a little... This page was written by, and it has her picture and her email address. I click on that email. I click on it, and I hover over my keyboard. Like, I just hold my fingers, and then I'm like, no, Erica, you need this job. You need to feed your family. You can't tell her how stupid she is. You can't send her a, proofread copy of what she put out that's absolute garbage. That is a corporate communication for our entire company.
Yeah.
How does this bitch have a job?
It's worse when we get those notes from the kids' school.
Oh, shit. When the teachers send home communications and they can't even write a sentence? Oh, my God. You're teaching my child? Yeah. This is your job?
That scares me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right, I'm stepping off my soapbox.
Yeah, Star Wars has been spoiled for some people. Yeah. So, here's a funny one. All right, you're a drug dealer, right?
What the fuck?
Hypothetically speaking.
Don't tell everybody.
Hypothetically speaking, you're a drug dealer. And you're fleeing from the police.
Okay.
And you're in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
And you jump off the boat to get away from the cops.
Yeah.
Good idea?
No, if I plan on being shark bait or torn up by the fucking ship or whatever.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny you say shark bait.
Perfect.
It's kind of funny you say shark bait. So, and I think it was in Florida. This drug dealer found himself in this particular situation.
Man.
Jumps into the ocean to get away from the cops. Did not see the fully grown great white shark.
Oh.
That he went swimming with.
No.
I don't know what happened to him because I didn't get a chance to finish reading the story, but probably.
Damn.
Yeah. That is a mob threat. That is. Yeah.
We're not Russell Brand fans.